Hi, my name is Lindsay from The Homey Life, and today I wanted to share some tips on saving money on chicken feed. Chicken feed can be one of the most expensive things about having chickens, but I bet there are some things you haven't thought of that can really drastically reduce the chicken food bill. So we are going to start with number one. Have you thought about your local gas stations, supermarkets, fruit markets, butchers? Any of those places are constantly throwing out food on a regular basis. So I go regularly to my gas station and fruit market, and they give me the leftover scraps that they would have thrown out, which I then give to my chickens. You can just go speak to the manager and ask them if they will save or put aside for you any of the fruits, vegetables, meat, whatever you're looking for, and pick it up on a certain day, time, regular basis. You can negotiate that with whoever you are talking to. But instead of throwing it out and just wasting food, they can then give that to your chickens. And you will find that most places will say yes, they are happy to do it, or they already have found somebody, there's already someone doing it already, which is actually quite common too. Thing number two is, if you're not doing it already, is to ferment your food. Fermenting your food, it bulks up the food. Your chickens are able to actually absorb more of that nutrients. They can digest it way easier as well. And you also have to give them less food that way. So another thing that I do very regularly is I ferment my feed for my chickens. You just put some water in it, make sure it's covered with water, about an inch from the top. Let it ferment for about 2 days, 2 to 3 days max is good enough. And then just give that to your chickens, and they love it and eat it all up. And it's just that much healthier for them as well. Thing number three is, when you're mowing grass or weed whacking or anything like that, chickens actually really like to eat grass. Whenever I let my chickens loose, the first thing they're doing is they are eating the tops of the grass. Collect some of that grass. It's great to use for bedding on the flooring of your chicken coop, but you'll also find that your chickens will love eating it. It's an extra protein source. I'm sure it has minerals and nutrients, and I haven't really looked into it, but I know my chickens love to eat it. So that's just something else that you can give them that's free. It's really readily available. It's everywhere. And your chickens will thoroughly enjoy, just also helping to reduce the food bill. The fourth thing, of course, is to give your chickens the kitchen scraps. All those scraps that you would normally throw away, whether it's broccoli stalks, leaves that you don't like, bread. My chickens love corn cobs, the corn silk, all of those things, including their eggshells, give back to your chickens. Now, I have heard people say if you give chickens eggshells that they will eat their own eggs. But I have to say, I think it's actually the opposite to be true. I have found when I don't give my chickens enough eggshells, if they're not getting enough calcium, then they will start to pick their egg. But if I then throw in a lot of eggshells that they have laid, I give them back to them, they will not pick their eggs at all. They won't touch their eggs because they're getting all the calcium they need. So they're looking for that calcium source and going then for their eggs because they need it. So definitely give back their eggshells. They do enjoy it, and it's a really good nutrient-rich food for them. The fifth thing is, have some sort of a area where you have thrown some seeds and it's growing specifically food just for your chickens. I find greens to be really, really easy to grow. I literally threw a bunch of lettuce leaves in a clay patch. I didn't even water it. It just rained and it grew so abundant. I wish I would have taken pictures or a video of it, but it grew so well and it fed my chickens for months, okay? And this was in really poor soil. It was clay, hard clay. It hardly got rain. It was super dry, but this lettuce flourished in it. So just, even if you don't have a good spot or a lot of soil, throw some greens, make a little area for your chickens, that feed area, and just collect the leaves. Don't pull the whole plant because it will keep producing more leaves for you. Just collect leaves, which you can then regularly feed back to your chickens. So have a chicken garden, I guess people would call it. Have a chicken garden on the side. It doesn't have to take up a lot of space, and it's super cheap, really quick and easy, and you can have food pretty quickly that will last you for months for your chickens. And of course, the last way to save some money is, if you can, let your chickens free range. They will be finding bugs, they will eat the grass, they will eat all sorts of weeds that they love, like dandelions and chickweeds and purslane. They love all those weeds, and they will gobble them right up and get all that nutrients as well. So definitely, if you're able to, let them free range a couple times a week, every day if you can, is even better, and you'll be saving so much more money that way. Please let me know in the comments if you have any other tips or tricks that you use to save money on feeding your chickens, as prices are going up quite a lot at the moment for a bag of feed. I would love to hear about it. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like this video to hear more about just homestead life, keeping chickens, gardening, and cooking from scratch. I will see you guys again soon in the next video. Have a lovely day.